And several years after it first unveiled its plans to build hybrid and electric cars in Mississippi, there still aren't any cars rolling off the assembly line at GreenTech Automotive.
Well, now 2 federal agencies are investigating the company and its business practices. WREG's Dennis Turner explains what got the company in so much trouble and why it could be just the start of bigger problems.
James Madison remembers when the GreenTech electric car plant moved into the vacant factory near his home in Horn Lake a few years ago. But he hasn't seen much evidence of their work.
I don't know, just ain't seen many electric cars come out nowhere.
More than a year ago, a whistleblower told News Channel 3 he didn't make any cars while working at the plant in Horn Lake. Since then, others have come forward saying the same thing. That, in part, has prompted a federal investigation into the car maker. Part of that investigation centers on the company's use of the EB-5 visa program for its investors in China. Those EB-5 visas allow foreigners who invest $500,000 in certain businesses and meet several other criteria to come live in the United States.
For 10 days, I think about 14 different cities. We put on 3 or 4 conferences every day.
GreenTech asked former Horn Lake Mayor Nat Baker to help sell the company to Chinese investors in 2010. But he says the company spent as much time selling the visas as it did selling cars.
It was kind of a 50-50. They presented the cars, and they also presented the EB-5.
Baker says the Chinese were as interested in the visas as GreenTech was in promoting them.
I got the gut feeling that the Chinese people were trying to invest in the United States, and anything they could get their hands on, they were investing in.
Was this visa thing an enticement?
I think it was.
Another source who didn't want to go on camera or be quoted directly tells me GreenTech's efforts to promote the visa opportunity was well known to at least 2 top Tunica County officials from the early stages of the company's arrival here. Tunica was supposed to be the original home of GreenTech, which temporarily moved operations to Horn Lake while it raised money for its new plant. Recently, work got started on the Tunica plant, on which GreenTech says it already spent more than $6 million.
I need something in Tunica County, but I haven't seen it yet.
The Mississippi Development Authority gave GreenTech a $3 million loan to be paid back over 10 years. But those payments don't have to start until 6 months after the first car rolls off the assembly line in Tunica. Are you concerned for the state's investment?
Very much so.
GreenTech says it took Tesla Motors 6 years to get an electric car built, and Nissan 13. Meantime, neighbors say they're still waiting for promised new jobs.
Nobody I know that applied got a job.
GreenTech says 80 people work at the plant in Horn Lake. And Baker says he does know people who work there, and they never missed a paycheck. He remains a cautious supporter of GreenTech, even though he has questions about its operation.
I have a gut feeling, I can't explain it to you, but there's a gut feeling that maybe, like I said, they could put the icing on the cake and prove to me 100% that they were going to do what they were going to do if they rolled those cars out of that production line. Right now, they're not doing that, and I'm sitting here wondering why not.
GreenTech insists it is moving forward with new management and will build cars eventually. In Horn Lake, Dennis Turner, WREG News Channel 3.